We're on Chestnut Street, right by the waterfront, and we're here at an old brick building here. It's going to be the restaurant called Prime Stache. This restaurant is owned by an Eagles player, which makes it interesting, and he's a very awesome guy. Just a really nice, down-to-earth kind of fella. But anyway, that's enough about this. Good morning, Jody.
Why, good morning, Uncle Jay.
We're here at Prime Stache.
Still.
And there's Trent? Trey. And he told us a story that he was so slippery when he come out of the womb, slipped right out of the doctor's hand and ended up on a, Tray. There we go. Yeah. All kinds of activity. Really hard to work in here. Audio guys are in here. But I'm telling you, man, it's looking awesome. So what we got is brown back. This is siding, and it's flipped around, so we're using the brown back. Here you can see the circular saw marks. We just slightly kissed it, very lightly sanded that, and it just makes the saw marks pop. And it's a great application. What can I say about it?
You love your wood?
It's horrible. It's horrible. That's like a sexual innuendo. So this is a great application for this wall. The guys are putting up the chandelier. I mean, it's all about the chandelier, you know that.
And then you can cover it with dust.
Yeah, because the wall's not going to look good unless the chandelier, It's a Segway tour and they're speeding and the police officer's going to get them. Jody, man, there was a Segway tour just outside the door. I don't think there's any way to look cool on a Segway. You could be wearing buttless chaps and still it's not going to work.
Two guys that run off to the bathroom after work.
These are the guys that are running wire for the sound system. What's your name? Rich. We had these corbels made out of antique lumber, and since we were down here working, Jim Rotenberger, he does kitchens, and he's up there in Quakertown, right outside of Quakertown. But he did the brackets for us, and they look awesome. That's all that antique pine. Has a natural side, and these were floor joists out of an old farmhouse. So we try to recycle, reuse, try not to waste anything. It's the raw side there, and there was red paint on this side. We wanted to keep the date in it, 1909. You know, even though we're working in a 200-year-old building, it's pretty cool to have we kept the date in there. So right here, there's marble up top, little eating bar there. So where these will go is on the wall here, if you can see. So we have some temporary bracing in there, but it's starting to look really, really nice. Once I get these corbels done, we'll be able to do some fine tuning and fit them in there, and boy, I think it's just going to have a fantastic look to it. How much does it take to put up a chalkboard at Prime Stache? Two. Hal and Glenn. Glenn and Hal. And Hal. We got the chalkboard from an Amish fella who got it out of the schoolhouse, and then Jody took it home and made a frame for it. Looks awesome. And Hal and Glenn are hanging it. If it wasn't for Glenn and Hal, man, this place would have stopped a long time ago. What do you think? I got a little plug in there for you, And I'm just finishing, like I said, putting the trim up around the corbels. And they turned out real nice. You know, I put some pegs in there and left them hang out a little bit just to give it a little bit of texture, and just has a really nice look to it. There's Trey. Say hi, Trey.
Hi, Trey.
No. Trey's been a great help bringing stuff in. He's this is what we're going to use is the door, the flip door on the top of the bar. I'll cut that down, sand it down, and see if we can't make use of that door there. Live action here at the Prime Stache. What are you?
Popular. Everybody loves me.
That's look at that. That old barn door with hinges, and turn it into a door to the bar. You can see where Jody finished doing some of the horizontal. We'll have to T-stain that edge, but that's where the barn door is going to go, and it'll open up and sit against the brick. That just looks awesome. The corners, everything was out of square, but Jody did a really good job. Hal and Glenn, they did all the prep work for us.
And how?
Phil, what do you got to say, man?
Hey, you know what I say? JC and the Apostles are one hell of a group.
There's Chris.
Hey.
Walking in.
About there.
It's starting to look like Prime Stache restaurant.